Good afternoon and welcome to Guna Matters, the channel for a lot of football fans across the globe where your opinion matters. Wow, what a transfer market. And also what is the Euros all about. But that's not why this is going to happen. I've got about 4 segments to quickly go through. It's all about the transfers, all about the rumors, it's all about the speculations and what is happening out there. But more of that on the other side. If you want to get involved with Guna Matters, email me on gunamatters@gmail.com, and also you can request anything that you want. You can talk about anything that you want, but also subscribe to Guna Matters. Subscribe, here you are, there, subscribe, and of course, hit the like, smash the subscribe, and ring the bell for all the notifications. Please help Guna out and keep this channel on air and maintain the views and likes. Make sure to also share Guna Matters with your contacts on Facebook, on Twitter, and of course on YouTube. So yeah, let us go straight into it. What is happening out there? It's a lot of cash, 250 million. Arsenal set huge summer transfer budget for squad overall. Now, 250 million, is that correct? Did I hear right? 250 million. Now, he's smiling with that 250 million. But as I know, Stan Kroenke, this is his actual face. This is his face when it comes to money. The reports are saying that Stan Kroenke approves £250 million Arsenal transfer spree as Mikel Arteta eyes 5 signings. Arsenal looks set for a busy summer transfer window ahead of next season. Significant levels of investment will be needed for Arsenal to stand any chance of returning to the upper reaches of the Premier League table next season. Given their recent lack of quality and the number of expected departures, this is a view seemingly shared by Kroenke, who is prepared to bankroll a comprehensive summer rebuild to the tune of £250 million. That's according to 90 Minutes. It is claimed that Arsenal are looking to target young, high-potential players with the ability to develop into more expensive assets, which is said to be a significant factor in Kroenke's willingness to spend. Arteta will reportedly push for at least 5 additions this summer, with the former Gunners playmaker hoping to land a goalkeeper, a fullback, central defender, and 2 central midfielders. However, the report states that other signings could be on the agenda if players are sold to make room for new rivals. Arsenal are believed to be keeping tabs on a number of potential targets, with Sheffield United goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale and Brighton and Hove Albion defender Ben White is understood to be on the club's radar. The latter was reportedly the subject of a failed £40 million bid earlier this week, and it remains to be seen whether the Gunners will go back in for his services in the near future. Norwich City right back Max Aarons is also said to be on an opinion for Arteta, with Bellerin likely to call time on his 10-year spell in North London before the start of the campaign, or the new campaign. In the middle of the park, Albert Zambi LOKONGA, Evers Basuma, and James Maddison of Anderlecht, Brighton and Leicester City, respectively, are understood to be on Arsenal's shortlist. Arteta revealed earlier this year that he is expected to lead a summer of change ahead of next season, but stressed that a number of factors will influence his Gunners' future fortunes in terms of recruitment. Now, is this for real? 250 million. Can it be? Because at the end of the day, the Kroenkes is all about profits, it's all about money, it's all about what he can get. And to the extent it's a bit selfish. But let's leave it at that, and let's for argument's say hypothetically it is true. And there's a spree on the way, shopping spree on the way. So let's see and hope that it is true, and then we can all sing the praises of Kroenke. But I still want Kroenke to leave. Take your son, take your family, and go to United States of America. But first things first, this youngster is highly rated in Spain, across Europe, and coffee is nice. And so many things has been said about him in the Euros 2020. Hasn't scored a goal yet, but his impact on the tournament has been phenomenal. And I don't think Arsenal are linked to him because of the Euros 2020. Prior to that, they were obviously linked with him. But this is what Zlatan Ibrahimovic is saying. He's got only 10 words about this Alexander Isak. Now, some of the biggest praise that the 21-year-old earned came from BBC Match of the Day host Gary Lineker, who took to Twitter to rave about his potential. Lineker said, "Don't think there's much doubt that Alexander Isak will attract a lot of attention from clubs across Europe. Exceptional talent. Attention is exactly what Isak has at this moment in time." Prior to the tournament getting underway, just over a week ago, The Athletic has cited by the Boot Room credited Arsenal with interest in the Real Sociedad goal-getter. It was reported that if a striker was to leave the Emirates Stadium this summer, then Isak is the man that the Gunners would turn to as a replacement. Now, that replacement is for Alexander Lacazette. So if Lacazette should leave, this is the next person to replace him. And I've seen him play, and I've seen him play live, live on the Euros 2020. But that's nothing to go by. If it's anything to go by, this is what we should look at. And Ibrahimovic is saying, I have seen him in action, and he is fantastic. So with Ibrahimovic, who is one of the greatest players of all time, delivering statement like that on a player of such a young age, speaking volumes about that potential he has got. And also, as all you know, that Ibrahimovic is a very vain person. He's a very person with so much to say about others. In his own mind, he's perfect, but a legend in his own right. So for him to say so much about his countryman, is Alexander Isak, is actually something to look at, and obviously to go by and sing praises alongside the rest of the Europe soccer fraternity. Isak would replace Alexander Lacazette. But there's other interest from across Europe. Chelsea is also one of the clubs or teams that are interested in him, and they would want to let go of their long-term link in Haaland. So they are in the race for this youngster's signature. But that will remain to be seen. Is he going to really be the replacement for Alexander Lacazette? Now, there's so many other things that you can go by. Going back to Kroenke, it has been said that he's not under pressure. He doesn't need the money. All he needs to do is invest in players to make money. And as the reports were saying earlier on, is that because it was sold to him that Mikkel and Edu is looking at youngsters that are fairly good priced, with a resale value that will make him millions as Kroenke. And I think that is the reason why he would want to invest in these kind of players. But is it for real? Is it something that you want to sort of consider? I don't know. But let us come back to the reality. He is driven by profits. He is driven by money. And whether it's going to be true or whether it's true that the 250 million has been approved by him remains to be seen. Now, the next segment is that this guy has agreed personal terms with Arsenal. And it's exciting news to see that a youngster in him, I haven't seen him perform yet. I'm not even sure if he's part of the Euro 2020 squad for Belgium. Belgium played last night and obviously they won that game. But let's hear what the reports are saying. Arsenal agreed personal terms with Albert Zambi LOKONGA ahead of a 17 million bid. Arsenal are preparing a second bid of around 17 million for Anderlecht ace Albert Zambi LOKONGA after agreeing personal terms with the midfielder. Mikel Arteta is keen to strengthen his midfield this summer after the departure of Dennis Ceballos and Martin Odegaard, who have both returned to Real Madrid after their loan spells. Granit Xhaka is set to join Jose Mourinho's Roma, and Arteta want to use the money on the 21-year-old LOKONGA, who finished the season as Anderlecht's captain despite his young age. Arsenal's first bid for the midfielder of around 13 million was rejected, but the Belgian outlet Newsblad claims the Gunners are preparing an improved offer of 14 million plus. A further 3 million in add-ons. The report claims that LOKONGA is keen on a move to the Emirates and has already agreed personal terms with the Gunners ahead of proposed switch to the Emirates. However, Anderlecht are aware of the level of interest in LOKONGA and feel that they can obtain a fee of closer to 20 million for the midfielder. Atlanta and Sevilla are both willing to battle Arsenal for his signature, though the Gunners do have the upper hand in that LOKONGA would favor a move to London. Yes, that's some exciting news, but we're going to have to wait and see and watch who are those people, who are the ones who really going to put the money where their mouths are. He seemed to be an exciting player. He seemed to be a player that can make a difference. And also he's very mobile, he's young, and of course he's cheap, something that we can afford to do. So it is the money that we will get for Granit Xhaka from Roma that will set off the payment for the Anderlecht captain. It's exciting news, but again, It's all speculation. It has been said that the terms has been agreed upon, the personal terms. It's just the two clubs that needs to obviously come to and confirm what the fee will be. And then obviously that is 17 million plus 3 million add-ons, which amounts to what they want to ask for. So the youngster, his heart is it sort of steers towards the North London club, but hopefully we can have some good news soon. And the next segment is also based on one of the players that we are linked with, and it is this guy, James Maddison. Arsenal could drive the James Maddison fee down by offering Leicester an exciting midfielder. Now, who is that midfielder? That midfielder is Joe Willock. Joe Willock. Now, I think this guy has got so much potential and he has shown what he is capable of. Joe Willock could be offered to Leicester City as part of Arsenal's attempts to price James Maddison away from the King Power Stadium. It is claimed the Gunners are said to be interested in signing the Foxes playmaker, while Chelsea have been linked with the former Norwich and Coventry man. The Foxes are said to want 60 million pounds for Maddison, which could potentially deter Arsenal. However, it is claimed that fee could be slashed if the Gunners make exciting midfielder Willock part of the deal. The 21-year-old enjoyed a fine loan spell at Newcastle last season, scoring in each of his final 7 matches for Steve Bruce's side. The Express report says if Edu is open to use Willock as a bargaining chip, it could be a move to benefit all parties, with Maddison going to the other way. The latter would clearly represent an upgrade for Arsenal, which such a deal would see the club save their pennies to splash on other additions. Meanwhile, Leicester would benefit from a decent chunk of money to help fund their own summer business, while the acquisition of Willock, who is crying out for regular first-team football at his current stage of development, could prove to be a shrewd move in the years to come. Following his impact at St James Park last season, Newcastle is understandably desperate to sign Willock permanently this summer, but are yet to meet Arsenal's asking price. In order to bring the price down, the Magpies are reportedly ready to offer goalkeeper Freddie Woodman to Gunners as a sweetener. So I think the best deal for Arsenal and Leicester to get James Maddison is to offer Willock to them, because Willock obviously is a player that needs, as the report's saying, needs a full-time and regular time on the pitch. And it will sweeten the deal for Leicester in order for us to get a reduction on the price of 60 million. Now, but besides that, there's so many other things that will obviously have to take in consideration is, can Leicester guarantee Willock play regularly? I don't think so. But you will have a lot of minutes on the pitch, more than you will get at Arsenal. And I think that deal is probably the best deal. So giving Willock with some cash for James Maddison to Leicester, I think that is the best option to go for, and we will get our man. They will get a player plus some cash and to splash it on some other additions to their squad overall. And I think we all will be happy with that. But now there's one other part that we need to obviously look at, and it's something that I was going to put part of this segment or this show. It was only going to be part of my later show in this week. But before we're going to go any further, let us just subscribe to Guna Matters. Let us hit the bell for all the notifications. And also let us all be a part of Guna Matters. Guna Matters is a growing channel, and we would like for everybody and anybody to be part of it. If you want to get involved with Guna Matters, just email me on gunamatters@gmail.com. That is gunamatters@gmail.com, and you can talk to me about everything and anything, and you can become a part of Guna Matters. Like I said in my invitation video last week, is that so many things that can happen. There is merchandise in the pipeline. I've already started some designs. So let us get this brand and let us take it to the next level, and help Guna out. If you are a supporter and fan of Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspurs, Everton, West Ham, Crystal Palace, any team that you think that you want to, that you are supporting and are being a fan for years, you're welcome to get hold of me at gunamatters@gmail.com. There is so much things that I want to do on this channel. There's so many things that you can benefit from, and there's so many things that you will be a part of. My slogan is, this is a channel for football fans where your opinion matters. Now, my last segment is based on this guy, Andre Silva. Andre Silva has been targeted now by Arsenal, and talks has been opened for him to come to Arsenal. Just a quick reports are saying that after finishing 8th in the Premier League table last season, resulting in them missing out on a place in the Europe, for the first time, Arsenal are looking to change the landscape of the squad this summer with various new additions. Now we're looking at strikers, we're looking at midfielders, we're looking at various positions, and this guy is currently with Frankfurt, and there's talks about him to complete a deal of 34 million with Frankfurt. So we are hoping to get some good feedback and some good stuff going. So Andre Silva, we're looking 34 million to sweep him from Frankfurt, and hopefully that the transfers and the rumors are real. So for this section or this part of the show, we concluded, and we are like to have you back to subscribe to Guna Matters, and of course leave your comments below and we will respond to that. But without any further ado, cheers, mask up, sanitize, social distance. We'll see you again.